problems of sampling. There are several problems encountered by the researcher during the sampling process, and some of the important issues regarding the problem sampling are we will be classifying here. The first one is the sampling error. The sampling error, why it's occurring is because if you are deviating from the selected sample from the true characteristics, that is trait, behavior or qualities or figures of the entire population. And sample is, we know that it's a subset of the population, and if it's only the subset of the entire population, so therefore there may be a difference between the sample and population. And why it occurs. And researchers draw different subjects from the same population, but still the subjects have individual differences. A sample, since if you are drawing the sample from the particular population, each one will be having a different characteristics. So sample is only a subject of the entire population, therefore there may be a difference between the sample and the population. Here you can see that you are picking an inappropriate sample of your population. So left side you can see the population. So the sample is chosen that is not representative of the overall population. And the right side diagram you can see the sample seems to show there are more red shirts than blue. So when the opposite is actually the case, so this will occur a bias that is causing a sampling errors. And the next one is the sample size and sampling errors. The sample size, this is two exactly the same studies, same sampling method, same population. The study with a larger sample size will have less sampling process error compared to the study with a smaller sample size. So that is depend upon the study whether you are adapting a longitudinal study or a cross-sectional study or even a qualitative or a quantitative study. So always we should consider that the qualitative study we will not bother about the number of samples only, we will be concentrate on the quality of the study. But in case if you are adapting a quantitative sampling, quantitative study, so the quantitative study mainly it resembles only on the number of samples we are obtaining. So that is the estimation of the confidence interval we will be classifying by based on the how much amount of sample more you are taking, that much you will be having more precision. Here you can see the population, the sample and sampling error, and if the particular population, if you are drawing only a minimal sample, you will be getting a more amount of sampling error. At the same time, in the particular population, if you are taking more sample, your sample error will be minimized. So that always we should keep in mind. So whenever you are increasing your sampling size, the sampling error will be minimized. At the same time, if you are decreasing your sample size, your sampling error will be increased. And the next is the lack of sample representativeness. So the selection of a representative sample is not a very easy task, and it especially in our old scenario, in the absence of population parameters, it becomes very difficult to estimate the sample size, and studies conducted on undermined the sample size will not facilitate to generalize the findings for the particular population. And here you can see the target population you have, and you are collecting only a minimal amount of sample. So that is that represents the lack of sample representativeness. So this type of thing we can't generalize about study findings. Difficulty in estimation of sample size. So the study is conducted on undetermined sample size do not facilitate to generalize the findings for the particular population. So that is the lack of availability of population parameters. That is the main thing we are finding, that is in the difficulty in estimation of sample size. The next is the lack of knowledge about the sampling process. So it is generally observed that researcher carry superficial knowledge about the sampling method and the sampling process. So always when we are doing a sampling process, the researcher should have an adequate knowledge about the sampling technique. Unless he has an adequate knowledge, he could not collect the sample in a proper manner. He may be failed to use the particular determined type of sampling technique to draw the sample. So here that is the lack of knowledge about the sampling process. So that is generally observed. If your researcher is having a superficial knowledge, the sample selection will be very poor, and ultimately it will be affecting the study results also. Next is the important thing, that is the lack of resources. So that is the resource allocation, especially for nursing research studies, is very poor in a country, and that is where it became very difficult for a researcher to draw a representative sample in absence of adequate resources. So always researcher has to make sure when he is applying a tool, he or she has to make sure whether she is having an adequate amount of resources so that she can proceed her study. The next is the lack of cooperation. So on several occasions, it is observed that study subjects did not cooperate with the researcher. So that is this which ultimately affect the sampling process, and it will be mainly creating a problem for a researcher. So if you are taking an example, a researcher selecting a sample with a simple random sampling, and found that several subjects are not interested to participate in study, that ultimately disturb the sampling process, that further cause an additional burden to the researcher. The next is the lack of existing appropriate sampling frames for larger population. So that is generally observed that mainly in developing countries, it is difficult to get existing sampling frame, and which generally leads to problem in sampling process. Example, a nurse researcher is interested in sample selection from nurses presently practicing in particular area, Tamil Nadu, but the Tamil Nadu Registration Council should make a provision to renew the registered nurses license, and therefore they can further proceed for the study, so that practicably applicable for the sample selection. So another example, even we can take a nurse researcher is interested in sample selection from nurses presently participating in Punjab. So here the Punjab Nurse Registration Council, they should, if they are not making a provision to renew the registered nurses license, and therefore one cannot get a list of registered nurses presently practicing as nurse in Punjab. The next is careless approach of the researcher towards sampling process. And generally it's absurd that researchers pay very little attention for appropriateness of the sampling method for a particular phenomena. So here sometimes what will happen, the researcher for his convenience casually he will be choosing the particular type of sampling technique, and he may not be thinking that whether the particular sampling technique will exactly fit for the study. So this will be causing a problem. So casually choose a particular type of sampling technique to select a sample, that will be causing a problem for sampling. So always the researcher has to make sure when we have to collect the sample, what type of sample to be collected and where we should collect the sample. So while considering keeping all these points in mind, so then you can overcome the problems of sampling. Thank you.